Hey y'all, and welcome to Demby's Teaching Tips. Now this could be used for new teachers, substitutes, even veteran teachers. Today I'm going to give you some tips to save your class from a disruptive student. And you can keep teaching and still deal with the student at the same time. Stay tuned, get ready. Hey y'all, I'm back. Got my coffee ready. Insert eye roll here. Anyway, we all have been in the classroom and we had that one student who just did not want to do whatever you asked them to do. It seemed like they were out of control and it seemed like it was ruining the whole class. But here's some things that I do, and it might help you, some tricks you can use. First of all, you have to learn what you can do. As a teacher, as a sub, whenever you walk in the building, learn what you can do and only say what you can do. So like I tell the students, I only make promises. I don't make threats. I only make promises. If I say you're going to have to write, you're going to have to write. Whether you walk out of the class or come, when you come back in, that writing is going to be waiting on you. And so that's what I tell the children. That's what I tell the children. You're going to have to do what I ask you to do, one way or the other. So I don't make promises that I can't do. Like if I tell them I'm going to take you out of PE or I'm going to take you out of computer, I've already talked to the teachers and let them know, well, if this child is acting up, I'm going to not let them come to your class. Is that okay? And they already say yes. So know what you can do and only promise what you can do. Don't make threats. Don't be like, oh, well, if you don't do this, I do that. If we don't get into it. I don't get into a back and forth with a child. That's a child. You're the adult. And so you have to be the adult and only make promises. This is what is going to happen if you don't do this, if you do that. Make a promise and let them know that it's, for real. That's one thing that'll help you. Don't go back and forth. Just tell them what you're going to do and what they're going to have to do, and let that be that. Tip number 2, y'all. I'm always going to hear your side of the story. That's what I tell the kids. When I say, they might be mad, whatever. Baby, go to the corner and I'll be right over there to talk to you. Since they know they're not going into the corner to be in trouble, they will normally just walk over there and sit. But you have to stop talking. That's what I tell them. Look, go to the corner, be quiet now. Don't, I need you to go over there. I'm going to come talk to you in a minute. I need you to stop doing what you're doing. Go over there. I'll be over there. I want to hear your side of the story. You are not in trouble. I just need to hear your side of the story. And once kids know that you are going to listen to them and you don't automatically jump on them, they will most times calmly walk over and wait for you. And that gives you time to get the other kids started on whatever activity they're doing. And then you go talk to them. And then after you talk to them, whatever you all resolve, you can let them come back to the activity. And so that always helps me by letting the kids know that they're not in trouble. I want to talk to you about it, and I want to hear your side of the story. Then, after that, you can save your lesson because you can get the other kids started on doing what they're doing. Make sure you do go talk to them, and don't just automatically take the other person's side. But most time, kids, if they say, he hit me, he hit him. So you just have to get it out of them. Please be honest with me. That's what I tell them. Tell me the truth and everything will be all right. this is tip number 3. Don't go tit for tat with a student. It's almost just like tip number 1, only make promises. But sometimes, sometimes a kid can make you so angry that you start going back, oh, you gonna do that? Oh, yeah, you gonna do it. You gonna do, And I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm not saying I'm 100%. I'm about somewhere around 20 to 80%. Well, I do 80% the right time, but some of those 20% times I don't play. I try to come to the new Demby and not go back to the old Demby. But anyway, don't go tit for tat with a student. You ask them to go to the corner. If they don't want to go, do follow the next necessary steps. But make sure you know the necessary steps. What are the steps? What will happen to the child? And even if the child is removed from your room, first of all, I never like removing children from my room, because then that takes the power away from me. Because then they know the only way you can handle them is if you remove me from the room. And then every time you're going to have to remove me from the room. So I'm not going to remove you from the room. You can get mad all you want to. I've had children walk out and I made them come on back in here. You ain't going nowhere. But I don't go tit for tat. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to set my expectation. This is what I expect from you as a student. This is what you expect from me as a teacher. And either you're going to follow it or me and you going to have some problems. And the problems are a set list of things that I took. Step 1, step 2, step 3, you got to write. Step 4, And when I do writing, I don't make them write stupid sentences. I make my students write affirmations. Like most times it's like I have 11 or 12 posters around the room and they are positive affirmations. And I say, pick 2 or pick 3 posters. Depending on, now, if you keep on, you're going to have to copy all the posters. But most of them say, I am amazing, I am wonderful, things like that. So when they're writing, they're actually helping themselves. This is the 4th tip, y'all. Now, in this tip, your kids might think you're crazy, and sometimes it's good for them to think you're crazy. Mine think I'm crazy all the time, because sometimes you have to say your thought process to help them through their thought process of anger. So sometimes I grab my mirror. I always have a mirror sitting around the classroom, and I grab it and I look in it and I said, come on, Kyrie, calm down. Don't get angry because they are not doing what you asked them to do. Just stay calm. Just give them time to do what you ask them and see if they'll do it. Give them some, and I talk to myself like that. This is the first step to not getting angry. Kyrie, this is what you need to do, and I go through the process and I talk myself through the process, and most of the time they sitting around looking like, what is wrong with him? But by you processing it, it helps them to process their anger, and they'll remember that, oh, well, look, okay, first I need to think about it, stop, think, and breathe. That's my message for every educational situation, every situation really. Stop, think, and breathe and make the right choice. So I stop before I get angry. I'm looking at them. I give them the look now. I'm going to get them the look. Then after that, give them the look. If they still doing it, you got to stop and talk through the situation. Talk through yourself. Congratulate yourself for not getting angry. And that's what I do. Congratulations, Kyrie. Stay calm. You did a good job of not getting angry. And the kids hear that and they'll start doing it too. Some students, they even, Mr. Demby, can I use your mirror? You can use it. So practice that. talk yourself through the process of not getting angry, and then say what's going on and what you expect while you're talking to yourself, they'll get it. Now this is the last one. I always do this. Party over here. Ow. So that's what I do. Instead of focusing on the ones who are acting up, like sometimes the kids come in and they're so riled up because I'm the music teacher. So I don't have them all day. So when I get a group that comes in, you got some who won't stop and they just gonna keep going. So I just call party over here. I bring my voice level down to a whisper. If you can hear me, move up here. Party over here. And I just go point, hey baby, you right here. You, come here. And so we sit down and I whisper, now this is what I want us to do. When you da-da-da-da, and I give the directions to whatever we're doing, and I say, by the count of 10, I want you to move to the area where I want you to go. Go ahead, 1, 2, 3. And I talk to them just like that. Party over here. And so then the other ones, they say, oh, well, we want, what? Well, I need you to get quiet, baby, so I can talk to you and tell you. Otherwise, you just have to sit there. Now, you can sit there and talk, keep talking like you've been doing. That's fine. But you won't learn nothing today, and you're losing the opportunity to learn something. And see, when I put it like that, I don't say that you're not going to get to do this. You losing the opportunity to learn something today and learn something new. And so the kids think, like, I'm losing the opportunity? Yeah, because you're going to learn something new. And if you would have sat and listened, you would have learned, but you didn't get a chance. So then they kind of, so I try not to be, well, you're not going to get to play the keyboard. I just said, well, you're the one who's losing the opportunity to learn something new. You can keep talking if you want to, that's fine, but they're going to do work. And while they're working, I don't need you over there bothering them. You just sit over there and keep talking. Well, how can I learn how to do it? Well, come here, I'm going to show you. So let's do the party over here. That's a good method. I always do that. Party over here. Ow. Insert eye roll. All right, y'all. This is the end of the road for me. But I hope you all have learned something and can use some of these tips. Now, I should note, let me put this coffee down, that there is no one size fits all. Every child is different. And if you go into your classroom and just realize that I'm going to educate every child, whatever comes through my door, we're going to have a good time. We're going to learn together. We're going to work together. There is no one size fits all. But these tips might help you regain some of your power in your classroom. So hope y'all can use them, try them, and then comment below and tell me if they work for you or not.